Well, good morning. Here it is. It's Monday morning, and seemed like the weekend went awful fast. Today is, of course, August the 21st, and certainly hope that I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope that you were able to have some time with family. Of course, the Hydro Fair wound things up on Saturday night. It was such a busy time last week, but anyway, it's always fun to see so many families, coming in for the fair, and anyway, lots of people, of course, had a good time. Anyway, we got to celebrate a birthday with one of our granddaughters on Saturday, and anyway, I had a good day yesterday on Sunday. Celebrated a baptism, and anyway. Wonderful weekend, and now here it is Monday. We've got a fresh new week ahead of us, and hope that you're well this morning and well rested, and now ready to tackle the opportunities that God has given us with this new week. This morning, I want to share a devotional entitled "The Prevailing Church." The first century believers, they were insulted. They were criticized for what they were doing. I mean, in fact, people even accused them of treason. Suggesting that they were advocating the overthrow of Caesar. Which that wasn't the case at all. If you want to read kind of some of those accusations, Acts chapter 17 verses 7 and 8 will tell you. I mean, this was a complete misunderstanding of what the Christians' objectives really were. I mean, anyone giving a careful listen to what they were saying, would have realized that these Christians, they weren't seeking to establish, an earthly kingdom, nor were they seeking to overthrow, Caesar or Rome. I mean, today, our world still misconstrues what Christians say. I mean, people, they draw erroneous conclusions, because here's the deal, you really take the time to listen carefully to, the gospel message. Jesus said the following in John chapter 18, verse 36. He said, "My kingdom is not an earthly kingdom. If it were, my followers would fight to keep me from being handed over to the Jewish leaders. But my kingdom is not of this world." Rather than reacting, blow by blow, the first century Christians, they outthought, they outprayed, and they outlived non-believers. I mean, they preached and they proclaimed the message of the death of Christ on the cross, and his resurrection from the dead. You see, they were ready to see lives, changed from the inside out. And so, as a result, they dramatically impacted their world. And in the end, they prevailed. Rome, on the other hand, is no longer a world power. And for the most part, we can't you really even remember the names of the great emperors, not all of them anyway. I mean, throughout history, there have been many attempts, to destroy Christianity. But you see, such attempts always will fail for one simple reason. Christianity is all about Christ. And in the end, Jesus Christ will prevail, and he will establish his kingdom. Listen, it also means that because we're with him, we too will win in the end. Let me ask you this. Do you want to turn the world upside down like the first century believers did? And if you do, then start with your own world, where you live. Seek to live a godly life, and then share the gospel with those around you. You see, that's how Christianity, that's how we as Christians can change the things around us. And it's simply by living the godly life that God has given us, and then sharing, the message of the gospel with those around us. there are people that need to hear that gospel message because they're looking for hope, and we have the only hope that will actually last throughout eternity. And so anyway, I hope that encourages you here on this Monday morning. I hope you have a wonderful day. And, remember, Angie and I, we love you guys, and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.